Hi guys and welcome to Strength Universe. This is the second part of my comparison looking at Eddie Hall and Hafthor Bjornsson. In part 1 I compared Eddie and Hafthor as strongman competitors, and in this video I compared them in static strength. I think most would agree that during the period when Eddie and Hafthor competed against each other, from approximately 2012 to 2017, Eddie was statically stronger in the three main strongman lifts being the squat, deadlift and overhead press, as you can see here. But from 2016 to 17 that gap in static strength started to diminish, and after Eddie retired, Hafthor was able to come close to, or better, some of Eddie's previous feats of strength. The comparison starts with the incline bench press and shows Hafthor's personal best of 200 kilograms or 441 pounds for 5 touch and go reps, while Eddie is using his infamous 8-foot wobbly bar loaded with a combined weight of 225 kilograms or 496 pounds that he presses for 7 pull reps. The win on the incline bench press goes to Eddie, who achieves more repetitions with a 12.5% heavier weight. Next up is a deadlift and shows Eddie and Hafthor's best ever conventional deadlift, equipped with a deadlift suit and figure 8 straps. And while I understand many of your comments on the previous video stating that Hafthor's deadlift wasn't done in competition, it should be noted that after Eddie retired, Hafthor went on to break his elephant bar record, better his best raw deadlift with straps, and beat Eddie's 500 kilogram world record. Regardless of whether Hafthor's deadlift should count as an official world record, the fact remains that after 2019, Hafthor had bettered all of Eddie's previous deadlifts, and thus takes the win. The deadlift is followed by the seated dumbbell press, and here is Hafthor's personal best that he achieved in the lead up to the 2020 Arnold Strongman Classic, while the best lift I could find for Eddie was done 2 years after his retirement and a 30 kilogram weight loss. Note that Hafthor lifts and positions the weights himself, while Eddie's dumbbells are handed off, but as I've stated before, I believe this is sensible given the weight being used. Even after factoring the small assistance received by Eddie on the final rep and the handing off of the dumbbells, he still takes a comfortable victory by managing the same amount of unaided reps as Hafthor with a 13.6% heavier weight. For the fourth lift I've included this comparison of grip strength as I thought you might find it of interest, and while Eddie does manage to lift the two 20 kilogram plates, I don't think it's a fair reflection on Hafthor's ability, due to the considerably thinner plates he's using that would undoubtedly make the lift more difficult, so I've listed this one as a draw for you to decide. The fifth comparison is the incline dumbbell press and features Eddie and Hafthor's personal bests in this lift, with both athletes using an identical weight of 100 kilograms or 220 pounds and both achieving the same 7 repetitions. In fact, the only difference that I could see was that Hafthor lifts and positions the dumbbells himself compared to Eddie, who has the weights handed off, and the fact that Eddie's bench appears to be at a steeper incline. In my opinion, any advantage of having the weights handed off is offset by the difference in the angle of the backrest, which is illustrated here. So I think the fairest result is to list this as a draw for you guys to decide respectfully in the comment section. The incline dumbbell press is followed by the squat, which is a difficult comparison to make due to the differences shown here, with Hafthor using knee wraps and a belt, which provides a significant advantage when compared to lifting raw, while the amount of advantage gained with knee wraps will vary from one lifter to the next based on many factors including technique, biomechanics and experience. After some time of becoming accustomed to wraps, many lifters will gain anywhere from 10 to 30%, with the average shown in the spreadsheet that follows of 18.4%. Eddie's best claimed raw squat is 405 kilograms, so if we were to factor in a similar amount of experience as Hafthor and multiply 405 by the average gain provided by wraps, both athletes are in the same realm. However, I will not base a conclusion on these theoretical results, but all things considered I believe listing a draw is the fairest result without doing a disservice to either athlete. The penultimate comparison is a bench press, and Hafthor achieved his best lift at the 2018 Thor's Powerlifting Challenge, where he pressed 250 kilograms on a competition bar with calibrated plates. Eddie's best bench press on video is this 265 kilograms or 584 pounds that he presses for 6 pulsed repetitions on an 8-foot wobbly bar. He claims to have a personal best of 300 kilograms. And the win on this penultimate lift goes to Eddie, who presses a 6% heavier weight for multiple repetitions. The final comparison is a log lift, and both athletes achieved their competition personal best at the 2018 Giants Live Log Lift Challenge, where they lifted 213 kilograms or 470 pounds. It could certainly be argued that Eddie was capable of more, having pressed 216 kilograms in training in the lead up to the event, but based on what was actually achieved in competition, this one goes down as another draw. That brings me towards the end of the video, but it'd be great if you guys could leave a comment below letting me know what you think of Eddie and Hafthor's static strength. As before, I would ask that you keep comments respectful to the athletes and each other. I've left Eddie and Hafthor's social media links as well as credits for Giants Live and Official Strongman in the description below, so please check those out and give them a follow. And finally, if you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate it if you could take the time to hit like, share the video and subscribe. Thank you.